Good morning, guys. So it's about 5:31 a.m. I woke up about 30 minutes ago, and before I go to the gym, I'm just going to wait until the sun comes out, just because I want to be able to talk to you guys in the car on my way to the gym, and you guys won't be able to see me in the camera. So I'm going to flip my schedule around a little bit.
I almost forgot my headphones. I was literally about to reverse. I'm like, where the hell are my headphones? I had to run upstairs real quick, grab them, but now let's get ready for this workout. Whew, I am tired. Bruh, I forgot there's school traffic. I thought the people would already be at school by now. I'm literally about to turn into the school traffic. And on today's menu for workouts, we are hitting quads.
At the next stop sign, turn left.
I typically only just do 4 workouts for quads, and then I have my 2 calf workouts. Cause trust, you don't need to have a bajillion workouts for quads. For any day, you just need to have a few and just train till failure and you're chilling. Bruh, I hate LED lights. I freaking hate these car LED lights because every time I'm driving, that's how I gotta drive. Every freaking time. Or like when they're behind you and you have to like literally block your hand on the thing on like your rear view, not the rear view mirror, but your side mirrors. Like, bruh, turn it off. Turn it off. My vision is getting bad because of these cars. Dude, like you guys, look how bright it is. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm literally getting blinded. Bro, F all of y'all. Y'all are the worst people on this planet. Who the frick says, yeah, I'm gonna get a car with, look, this car too behind me. This is what I'm talking about. Imagine you wake up from your sleep, right? And it's dark and someone gets their phone flashlight and flashes it in your eye. That's what it feels like. And then you got that moment of blindness. Every time those cars pass by, like I have a moment of blindness. Look, this is my thing. Once it hits 6:30, I don't like leaving the house at 6:30 in the morning. From 6:30 to like 9:30. That's one section of time where I just don't want to be on the road. And then from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m., I also don't want to be on the road. Golden hour to be on the road is literally anywhere from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. After that, you're screwed. You got all the slow people, you got all the weird people, you got people who don't know how to drive, and like the road is just too busy. The road does not have enough space for that many cars. I don't know, the city where I live in, I believe is getting too populated. I need to leave. Okay, me and my family, we gotta move out. Okay, I think it's getting too populated and it's getting harder to get to places. And every time when there's so much traffic, literally the first thought in my head that goes to mind is like, we are polluting so much. Guys, this is like the pre-workout rant, but we are polluting so much. Like the amount of cars are driving back and forth. Like, bro, just put a train. Put a freaking train. It will help save the earth. But no, we like cars. We love cars because cars make the economy grow or whatever. I don't know. Okay, anyway, enough of this pre-workout rant. I'm stalling. Okay, we gotta get these quads growing. Okay, we gotta get tree trunks. We gotta get BBL allegations. And I need to shut up because I got things to do today. I got hella things to do today and I can't be yapping with you guys in the car. Okay, so yeah. Okay guys, the motivation is here. I am ready to conquer legs. This morning I was not feeling it, but we're feeling it now. Anyway, this is kind of like what I do for my stretches. Like this is like kind of like my dynamic stretch. I'll go just a few lunges forward. Well, I'm gonna do it for the side view. I'll go a few lunges forward, hold it for about 5 seconds, and then I'll go back so I can stretch my hamstrings, hold that for about 5 seconds. And then I go back and I go into a side lunge, hold that for about another 5 seconds. And then I go here and I pull that back leg to stretch that quad out. I do that for another 5 seconds. And basically I'll do that each leg 5 times. Okay, next I do this hip flexor stretch. So basically you kind of come here, but then at the end, you lift that back foot up to stretch your hip flexors. And you do the same thing here. You lift that foot up and stretch the hip flexors. If you have tight hamstrings, like, because I did hamstrings on Monday, my hamstrings are pretty tight. So when I lift this up for my right leg, I feel it definitely in my hamstrings. But the more you do this, the better you'll be able to lift that leg up all the way to work on that hip mobility. I do about 10 of these on each side. I used to not be able to lift my leg up as high as I am right now. It's just all been practice. You know, you might not be able to lift it up at all. It might just be like literally less than an inch off the ground. But the more you practice, the better you'll get. So don't neglect your hip mobility. And then after that, I go ahead and stretch my glutes out. And so basically, I'll just bring my leg over, hold for about 5 seconds, and bring it back, and bring it to the out to stretch that hip flexor again, and hold that for about another 5 seconds. And I do that on each leg about 5 to 10 times. But you know, I definitely feel this in the back of my spine and my glutes. If you're not warming up before your leg day and really feeling those dynamic stretches, you're going to injure yourself. The reason why people are always injured is because they don't warm up and they don't take 10 minutes before their workout to do any type of stretching. They think just walking on the treadmill or going on the bike is a warm up. That's not a warm up. Especially if you work out in the morning too. Like, dude, think about it. You just slept for 8 hours or whatever. Your body hasn't moved. And now you want to go and an hour right when you wake up, you want to go and do legs without a warm up. Yeah, you're literally doing it to yourself when you get injured. And this might be my last stretch, and I'm going to do like a bike for 5 minutes. But basically, I just do hip rotations, and this warms up my glutes, and this warms up my hips as well. I hate hack squats so much, but they do the work. They do the work. All right, we got to get serious, bro. Leg days, I can't listen to anything other than funk. I don't know. For some reason, funk is like that TikTok music, bro. It like gets me. I don't know. The music has like a rage feeling to it. So I feel like it just like makes me want to go harder on my workouts and actually like go like full effect. All right, let's get it going. God damn, bro. I gotta check back on these clips when I'm editing to see if my form is good. Cause like, I don't even know if I'd be going full depth on these hack squats. Like I really try to go as low as possible, but sometimes I feel like I'm not going low enough. So when I check back, we'll find out. Okay, I'm looking back at the form. Why the hell are my knees caving in? That's not good. You want your knees, personally for me, I like to have perfect form. And it just tells me, like, I think I was working for a minute on depth for a while, so I was going a lot like lower weights. And now it seems like I need to focus on that knee caving in. So that's telling me that, I forgot what these are called, but it's telling me that the inside of my quads are not as strong as how they should be. So I need to do more of those, you know, I think it's the abductor workouts, or the adduction. I think it's the adduction. Go inside. One of those two. The ones that you go inside with, not the one that targets your glutes. I definitely want to start incorporating more of that into my workout to help strengthen the quads. That's my hypothesis. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but I'm going to do that and it'll probably end up working. Anyway, we got another set to do. 1 more. Okay, I'm gonna look back at that clip. That felt better. I felt like I wasn't using like making my quads go in to help me lift up. If I can definitely feel it on my outer quads, doing all the work. Because when I'm imagining it, I'm imagining my feet spreading the floor. And so imagining my feet spreading the floor and going outwards is allowing me to think about not having those knees cave in. Again, I don't know if I went all the way in depth. I did in the first set. So I'm going to check back on this video, see how I feel. And if I'm just not liking the form, I'm going to go lower the weight and let that last set be form practice. Dude, I look crazy right now. But that was actually not a bad set. I think that's pretty good. I'm not going to record my next set because I don't want this whole video to be hack squats. But that was actually not a bad set. So I'm going to keep that weight and do what I did on that third set and thinking about spreading my feet apart and pushing the floor. Bro, I was literally talking the whole time and my mic was not even on. But basically my quads are dead from the hack squats. And this is what I mean. Like, you guys should be training till failure with every single workout. You don't need a bajillion leg workouts. If you're just hitting quads, you just need 4 really good, optimal, value loaded workouts. Like, don't get me wrong. I used to be like that too, where I would do 10, 20 different leg workouts when I first started. I'm like, dude, why are my legs not growing? I'm doing everything. It's because they were lousy stuff. They had no value to them. So pick 4 quad workouts, train till failure with them, and make sure they all have value. Anyway, time for leg presses. 12. Okay, I just did 270 with leg presses. It was too easy. Key thing that I go by, if I do 12 reps, it was pretty easy. I wasn't struggling within the last 4 reps of that set. Clearly, I need to up the weight, and this was not failure. So take that tip when you're working out. All right, this is my last workout. I didn't get a chance to record my third one. I do SmithMachine front squats, but there was just a few people around me and I just didn't want to get them on film. So yeah, this is the last one. Leg extensions, 3 sets. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. Okay, that wasn't bad. I'm gonna higher the weight. I just did 85. Go ahead and do 95. Sometimes when I do leg extensions, like I noticed on this set, I started using momentum. And I was like, okay, we gotta slow down, girl. I think like subconsciously we all do that. Like when things get hard, we wanna use momentum, but you have to be aware of that. And be like, all right, I'm using momentum right now. I need to slow down. I swear, why do leg days take like 5 hours when you don't even have that many workouts? On God, it's the rest. Cause I'd be sitting down for like 2 hours every set, resting. Bruh, this is too light. I did 95, it's too light. We're going 100. 110, might as well, 110. Ready? Oh, this is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on, 4 more. 9, 10, 11, 12. That was hard. Okay, I look crazy, but I just did my first set of my circuit that I do for abs. If you guys are interested in my ab circuits, I have 5 circuits that are for purchase that will be in the description below. Those are what I'm using to get that summer body, to get that summer 6-pack. But yeah, I'm doing circuit 5 right now. And it burns. Circuit 5 is my favorite one. Circuit 5 literally leaves me sore for like 3 days. I'm being so for real. But I used to neglect abs a lot. Like everyone, okay, like listen, here's my little rant. Okay, yes, you need abs to get on a caloric deficit. But then I remember like back in like, a few years ago, everyone was like, you don't need to train abs, like your workouts naturally train abs. Okay, yes, some workouts naturally train abs, but you still need to train abs regardless if you want to see the definition. I'm at a 20% body fat percentage, okay? I don't need to lean down to freaking 1%. You get what I'm saying? I'm not doing that to myself. I don't work out my abs at all. And so I don't have any structure. You get what I'm saying? Like when you do your arm workouts, your arms are big because you built the muscles over time. It's the same thing with abs. Over time, you're going to build those abdominal muscles. Even though they're small muscles, that's what makes them defined because you built them. So yes, if you have high body fat percentage, still do abs. Abs are, yes, made in the kitchen, but still do abs because when you do lean out, it's going to be easier for you to notice those. Anyway, let's do my ab workout. Okay. These kill. Bruh. Bro, I love doing these because I get to feel my leg muscles. That's so stupid. I don't know, like feeling my hamstrings and my quads is kind of satisfying. I don't even know what number I'm on. I think I'm on 6. Actually, guys, before we go into the car, if you guys may or may not know, but like I've been like trying to teach myself calisthenics for a minute. I've been saying this for a year, but I've been doing L-sits and I kind of want to see if I can do them on my hands instead of the parallettes. And so this will be the first time in a minute where we try it. So let's try it together. Oh my God, I think I'm going to be able to do it. Even especially because my core is pretty warmed up. Shut up, bro. I have full confidence. Never mind, I can't do it. That was hard. LOL. I'll try one more time. Nope. We're not gonna be able to do it. All right, y'all, let's go head home. Bro, my phone is gonna die. I was literally panicking the whole workout, like, please don't die on me, please. But it did not die. So we chilling, we good. Okay. Let's go home. Let's go home. I hope you guys like that song. Let's go home. Yeah, we're going home. JK, that's not even a real song, bro. I'm making that stuff up. I'm so cringe, for real. Anyway, let's go, bruh. The endorphins are up. The endorphins. This is the endorphins talking. I don't wanna lose you. Go. Go, go. What the hell? Guys, I need to tell you something. Oh my God, I need to tell you something. I was looking at myself in the mirror and like, sometimes I'll be pinching the fat on the side to see like, where am I at? And it's just crazy how like last year at this time, I was 160 pounds and there was like a handful of stomach fat. Stomach fat has always been the hardest thing for me to lose. It's genetics. It's literally genetics, but it's the last thing that goes away and it pisses me off. But like, that's why I'm full setting this cut and going down like another 200 calories. I'm at 2000 starting today and only last 4 weeks. And I hope that will be final. And of course, I'm doing cardio as well. But yeah, I was like pinching the fat and I'm like, I am almost there. And then like, of course, training abs, even though I'm not at the body fat percentage, like I think I need to be at 18%, which I'm so close to being. You know, once I'm at 18%, I'll be good and I'll just maintain that. And I'll have the abs because I built that foundation for myself while I was still having a high body fat percentage. So that's what I meant when I was like talking in the gym. Like, build the foundation. Even though you can't see your abs right now, go and build a foundation because when you get lean, it's not going to be as defined. Like, go and build that foundation so you don't have to worry about it once you get lean and you're not seeing that definition that you want to see because it's a muscle. And like every muscle, you need it to grow to see the definition. If you want to get credible information, you can go and check out like a person who has an education in sports science. Okay, but this is my way, the Juliana way. I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm just a person that likes to work out and I go based off of Juliana science. What is my body telling me? What are my hypotheses? And I just test them out. Okay, it works for me. But hey, don't get me wrong though. I'll be doing research. Don't get me wrong. I'll do research to see what's the most optimal. I follow educated people online. Like, if I were you guys, I'm gonna be so for real. When it comes to workout stuff, me as someone who makes workout content, I would seek out education from people who actually have a background in kinesiology, who actually have a degree, not just a personal training certification, a degree. Like, I'm a certified personal trainer. I got certified when I was like 18, 19 years old. You get what I'm saying? But I seek credible information from research, science-based kinesiology, you know, and I combined it with my own theories about my body. Me, as I guess we can call me a fitness influencer, me as a fitness influencer, my job isn't just to educate you guys. I'm not a teacher. My job is just to influence you to go to the gym and do your thing. That's what an influencer is. So that's why, like, I tell you guys, go find the education. I'm not your credible source. I just do the Juliana way. I am not your credible source. I don't want to be known as your credible source when it comes to the most optimal workout, science-based workout. Go and find someone who is a science-based fitness influencer who actually has a degree in kinesiology, because that's where things get messed up in the fitness industry. You know, people will go attack a fitness influencer. She's saying this. Okay, but at the same time, like, it's the public's fault for not looking at this fitness influencer's background and seeing if they have an education. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, use your discernment. If you see someone posting something saying this is the most optimal way, and then in their bio, they don't even have any degree, they don't have any credibility that what they're saying is the most optimal thing, why are you listening to them? Do you get what I'm saying, y'all? That's just my thing, my little rant about, you know, the fitness industry and the difference between an influencer and someone who's actually has an education, and where do you actually go seek your information from. Okay? I hope that made sense. Well, I'm going to say it one more time. As an influencer, I influence people to better themselves, to get into the gym, and to train smart, to train good, to take care of themselves. But as an influencer, I am not an educator. I do not have a degree in sports science. I do not have a degree in kinesiology. I am not a freaking PhD professor who writes research papers and tests out, you know, how muscles work. You get what I'm saying? If you want accurate information, you go and seek out the accurate source. If you want inspiration, you go to an influencer. If you want education, you go to an educator. Boom. There you go. It's that simple, but people just be overcomplicating it and not using critical thinking or the discernment to go and figure out what the right information is. But yeah, that was just a little workout rage, endorphin rage. I don't freaking know. Bro, I need to shut up. I need to stop talking, bro. Oh God, my personality is gonna keep coming out more and more with you guys and be like, oh my God, this girl is cringe. This girl is a freaking child. This girl's cringe. I get it, I'm cringe, but it's cringy to you, but it's a personality for me. Okay, I for real, I need to stop. Oh, hell no, this big damn truck taking up 2 lanes. Get the hell out of here. So yeah, other than that, if you enjoyed this video, you learned something, you like my vibe, you like my personality, you like my content, give this video a like. Follow me on Instagram. I post way more content on there. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video.